All right, what is up, everybody? Divine Hood here, coming at you with another emergency video on Bitcoin. This Bybit hack is really causing the markets to dump. And I did talk about in my last video, if this gets bad, we could see some pretty devastating price action to the downside. And it looks like we are starting to see some pretty devastating price action to the downside. Also, in yesterday's video, I did warn about how this entire move up was pretty steep here. And if we start to break this channel to the downside, we could flush all the way back down to take the liquidity of the entire channel. Well, we are seeing this channel break down on low time frames. We even had that bearish back test of the channel and of the value area high right here, and we are dumping. Now, locally, I did have a local 0.5 support here. We did see a small bounce from that 0.5. It was also a naked daily point of control. It was right here. We bounced from it just for a bit, only a small reaction, and we kept dumping. But it's because I did warn about this. If we do see sort of bank run type of thing that happened on FTX, where everyone is in fear of a collapse of Bybit, they start withdrawing their money from Bybit, start selling all their positions off. Bybit's one of the largest exchanges there is out there, especially for leverage trading. So we are seeing this hack really take an effect on the market. The market is starting to dump. All coins are starting to dump really hard. We see everything down here. And Black Swans, guys, no one can predict when Black Swans will happen, but we can predict, first of all, if you guys were listening in yesterday's video, one of the key levels I was talking about was the golden pocket up here into the pitchfork band. Look at what we did. We hit the pitchfork band to the exact dollar into the golden pocket here and dumped. Now, earlier this morning when I made the video, we were bouncing from this little pitchfork band here. We did get a bounce for the bearish backtest of the value area low, and of course that channel that we broke down from. And now we're dropping and we're near the value area low of the range now. So what have I been saying the past few, really week, 2 weeks here? Trade the range until it breaks. Look for longs near the bottom of the range. Look for shorts at the top of the range. Well, guess what, guys? Short near the top of the range here, near the top of our bearish pitchfork here, look for shorts. Now, this short, I didn't hit it exactly here, but I did get in it just a bit later. I actually got in on this bearish back test right here. And now we are dumping here. And let's look at the TA here. Just below us, we have our pitchfork midline here that we could come down to. I do believe we also have a naked daily point of control a little bit further down here. Not on, let's see, let me zoom out on this here. All right, so Bybit does not have one, but Coinbase does have a naked daily point of control down there. You can see this naked daily point of control here. But what I want to show you guys here, this could be the start of an impulse down. So let's go ahead and let's go onto like the 12-minute chart here. And I just posted about this in the Discord here. But if we look at our impulse down, it's a 5-wave impulse. So we have our 1 wave here. Our wave 2 is the bearish backtest of that channel and of the value area high after re-entering within the value area. Our wave 3 target usually goes to the 1.618. Then we could see a bounce and then maybe end at the naked daily point of control. Well, where does your wave 3, where's a common target for your wave 3 to end here? Well, you could do a trend-based Fibonacci extinction from the highs of wave 1 to the lows of wave 1 to the highs of wave 2, the 1.618. Look at where we're at right now. We're pretty much at that 1.618. We're seeing a little bit of a move down below it, but we're pretty much here. We might see a bounce here. We do have that 786 that's a little bit below us that we front run, so we could keep dropping, or this thing could just nuke, you guys. Be aware of that. We are in the midst of a Black Swan event. Remember what happened with FTX. This thing is $1.4 to $1.5 billion hack. There is a lot of fear right now in the markets, and this thing could just keep dumping all the way to 85K. So please, please be aware that we could just keep crashing. We could keep just dumping, not respecting the local support levels. Now, these were just local support levels if we were going to continue strength. But a Black Swan event can make all those local levels obsolete because it's going to see a much bigger dump to the downside. And we also did talk about this as being like an ABC correction up here where we hit into our golden pocket and then dump. So we could make new lows even below 91K here. Yeah, right now we can see on Market Cipher, we are starting to lose money flow on the hourly. Let's go onto the 15-minute chart and let's see if we're seeing anything here on the 15-minute. No bull divs yet on 15-minute. No bull divs on the 6-minute. Money flow's coming out aggressively. I mean, we're starting to maybe develop some bull divs, but this money flow overpowers this little bull div that we might see here. So honestly, guys, this thing looks like it's going to keep dumping. We have a lot of fear, a lot of selling going on in the market right now because of the $1.5 billion hack of one of the biggest exchanges there is. Bybit has been one of the most reputable, one of the most trusted exchanges as far as leverage trading goes in the world, and it was hacked, and we are seeing a sell-off. I also talked about on Ethereum, if this hacker starts selling a lot of this Ethereum, we could see a major dump on Ethereum. So, yeah, I mean, you guys, when there is a big Black Swan event like this, it is really hard to say that if our support levels are going to hold or not. And so far, they're not holding. Now, those were valid support levels. The only bounce that we saw was at that 0.5. We didn't really see any bounce here at the golden pocket area. I mean, yeah, nothing really here. And now we're losing all of our local support levels if we want to sustain a bullish trend. So what does this tell us? Okay, yes, this is caused by a Black Swan event, but this does tell us that maybe this whole move up was a correction here, a C wave of a correction, and now we're going to dump to make new lows. Maybe we're going to dump below 91K, maybe come all the way down to 85K. We have our SFP into our pitchfork midline at 85K. I actually have been expecting this to come for quite a while, and we might finally get that dump down to this area. If we dump down to this area, we also have a daily at 87,300. Don't forget about that. I do think that daily at 87,300 is pretty important still. That would be an SFP of these 89K lows. So we can mark this daily out here. 87,367 on Bybit. Yeah, I mean, it's looking bad today. We're erasing all the gains from the last 3 days today based off of some fear that's happening in the market, some FUD that's happening in the market. So what do? We look at the larger range. This is our larger range here. We still are within the value area of our larger range. So yes, this is scary. Yes, we are seeing a dump here. We are still just ranging within our larger range. We are about at the bottom of our smaller range, our 20-day range that we are seeing here. We're still at the bottom of this 20-day range. We're starting to lose the value area low. So if we start to lose this range here, then we can look for a dump to the value area low of the range, which we front ran a couple days ago. Or we can look for the key liquidity grabs here at 91K or at 89K. But let's see, suffice to say that our bull divs now, I mean, yes, they were starting to play out, but this Black Swan event can change everything. So people that say they only rely on technicals, I understand that. And technicals come first and foremost for me. But you do have to understand what's happening in the world because especially with crypto, sentiment plays a big part of crypto. When sentiment is bullish on crypto, crypto explodes. When sentiment is bearish, especially because of a Black Swan, a hack of a most trusted exchange, sentiment flips 180 overnight right away, and we can see dumps in the market. And look at this, our market cipher B here, our daily is now starting to kind of curve over again. So do we maybe make another low down into here, have this kind of come down? If it's a quick flush, it would do something like this, create triple drives of bull divs, and then we see the bounce. That is a possibility as far as more macro time frame analysis goes. We just kind of have to watch this. This Black Swan event does cause some panic in the markets, and we do see sell-offs during these panics. Now, overall, guys, we're still just in our bigger range. Nothing too much to panic about. Yes, it is scary. Yes, we are seeing a dump, erasing all the gains that we saw in the past couple days. but we are still just in our range, our bigger daily range here. And as long as we don't start closing daily candles below this value area low, I'd say we're still okay. We can come down. Look at now, we have a very nice SFP of the lows from 3 days ago into our value area low down here. That would be a nice liquidity grab into a major support level, and then maybe we reverse. Bearish case scenario is this was an ABC correction here, and we do see a dump to 85K. That is a possibility, especially if the bigger players start selling off their crypto in fears of bank runs. For now, we'll just keep an eye on the range, trade the range until it breaks. And also we can keep an eye on our smaller range as well. We are trying to hold near the value area low of this range. You can see that's about where we're at right now. We are seeing a bounce from that 1.618. So we do have to be aware of one more low though. If this is an impulse to the downside on lower time frames, we do need to be aware to make one more low. Our 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 comes up to this POC at 96K, and then our 5 brings us down to our 93.3 SFP into our lows here. Or we could reject from this value area low right now, continue our wave 3 as well. Be aware of that. Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum's looking, everything's breaking local levels here. Ethereum did see that bounce at that 382. In the video earlier today, I explained that. But we came up to our channel midline and our value area high. We rejected that to the dollar. So all these things are happening with these coins. Bitcoin broke its value area high yesterday of its small 20-day range. We lost it, bearishly backtested it, and came and made new lows. Ethereum broke above its value area high, lost it, bearishly backtested it, making new lows. Now, Ethereum's value area low right here is into our box of support that I have been wanting to see us come down into between 2602 and 2594. But please be aware, this could get busted straight through if we are about to see a bigger panic sell-off in the market. And we have to zoom out to more macro supports, more macro time frame stuff. And also, we have this big this channel. If this channel does break down, we can come look for these lows of the channel here at 2500, 2521. And if that doesn't work, I mean, we can come all the way down to 2K. Like I said in my video earlier today, yeah, right now I'm not calling for that yet. We still do have our golden pocket from this low to this high here. Golden pocket has not been touched yet. And that's at 24.45 to 24.21. Let me grab that. We'll do that there. Let's go ahead and check to see if we have any naked daily points of control down there. Nothing down there. But yeah, we still do have that naked daily point of control in that box that I'm looking at. 786, naked daily point of control, value area low, and a daily. So I do think this box here is a good box to be watching. But be aware, we could dump straight through it. Solana, I'm still expecting Solana to continue its impulse to the downside. I mean, we are seeing the perfect rejection here on that bearish backtest of the pitchfork band that we lost. You know, we had that 1, 2, 1, 2, our third wave here, our 4. So our 5 should come make new lows, maybe hit into this golden pocket. Then we need to see another 4, 5 down to 155. That's what I would like to see. So that's kind of playing out. We did see that rejection from the midline of our channel. Let me zoom in on this here real quick. Let's see. Let me go ahead and yeah, midline of the channel rejecting us, losing the channel. Second pivot of the channel is the very first local support level that I'm watching at. But be aware, guys, this here could get busted through as well. If Bitcoin keeps dumping, if the market keeps selling off on fears of this hack, we could dump through all these local levels, and we need to look at more macro levels. So 155 is a level I would be looking for a bounce. We also need to be aware of liquidation cascades like we saw a couple Sundays ago, where we just flush all the way through it and then have a big bounce, but in the daily candle at or above that level. But for now, that's kind of what I'm watching here on Bitcoin, on crypto, on everything here. Total market cap, I did cover this on the total market cap, that we could come down a lot farther. I've been talking about, okay, we did break this golden pocket. We're breaking the value area low of the range. But on this total market cap, I've been talking about this bigger drop down for quite a while here. And maybe we do see the Black Swan bring us all the way down into this area. Hopefully not, but who knows? You know, we're still in range, in our range right now, our bigger range, but we're on the verge of losing it. We could see a fake out though on lower time frames. We could dump just a little bit past it to hit the bottom of our pitchfork band and then continue higher. We did reject from the point of control here. Yeah, and we're trying to we're fussing around with losing the value area low here. Let's look at our poll here. 886 is right on that pitchfork band there. The problem with this though, guys, if we do come down to hit this 886, eventually we're probably going to come take these lows here. This could be the start of a much bigger panic sell-off in crypto. If the largest, most reputable, one of the most reputable exchanges out there gets hacked and loses all their money, maybe people are going to start selling off their crypto, putting it in USDT cold storage wallets. Who knows? We don't know what could happen with this, but we know it could get bad quickly. If any of you are around for FTX collapse in 2022, God, we saw that thing drop all the way to 16K. We saw, you know, $10,000 drops, more than that. It was a pretty drastic event. And if you were around for that, you understand how bad local TA can get disrespected when there is mass fear and mass panic in these markets. And so we do have to be aware of that. I'll just keep saying that because local levels tend to get busted through when you see more volatile moves. We are seeing more volatile moves on Bitcoin, on all these coins here. So yes, our local level at the 0.65 and point of control just got busted straight through. We did see a small 5-minute bounce there, not much. I even went into the Discord and told people, because people were saying, oh, Divine Hood's level's getting bounced from. I said, I don't think this is going to hold, guys. I don't. And then also this level just got busted straight through. So unfortunately, you know, it happens, especially on Black Swan events. That's why we need to be looking for shorts near the highs. And if you get in a good short near the high, then you would be less likely to try to knife catch this because you're already short from higher. And we did talk about that short yesterday in the video. Golden pocket into the pitchfork band. Now, if we do drop just a little bit lower, it would be nice. Our 786 is in line with that pitchfork midline, is a spot where we could bounce here at 94,626, at least on Bybit. And then even if we bounce from there, maybe we can expect one more lower high before making one more lower low to finish our 5-wave impulse. But here's the thing, this daily time frame, or I would say micro time frame 5-wave impulse could just be the start of a much bigger crash to the downside. So we need to be aware of that, guys. That's about it. I just wanted to come in and warn you guys about some of these local levels getting busted through. I know someone in my comments said, hey, the TA is not really being respected here. And they're right. It's not. But we did talk about the short to look for. One of the main areas for the short to look for was just to come a little bit higher, to hit this golden pocket, to hit this pitchfork band here and see the dump. I was bullish yesterday. Yes. Now, did I know a Black Swan was going to happen? No, I didn't. And crypto did look bullish. We were not seeing that much bear divs at all. But a big event, especially having to do directly with crypto and billions of dollars, can absolutely cause a crash and a reversal of your bullish trend. So it happens. It happens in crypto. Crypto is still, in some senses, the Wild West. And yeah, now we can look for, I mean, we are still making higher high. We made a higher high here. And so far, we are still making a higher low. So we are still potentially flipping our trend bullish overall. Yesterday, I was saying we were due for a pullback. And if we did lose this channel, that we were in, that 1 hour channel, that we could expect that drop to happen, that flush to happen, and it's happening. So not only are we seeing that this super flush right now because of FUD and fear in the market, but also all this liquidity that was built up through all of here is getting stopped out. We have now taken the liquidity of the second pivot of the channel near the value area low. It did not give us much of a reaction. What can we look for? If our 786 doesn't hold into our pitchfork midline, we can look for the lows to be taken into our bigger value area low. Let's actually go ahead and zoom out on this and let's look at that bigger value area low on Coinbase here. And then let me grab that. Yeah, okay, so value area low shifted up a bit here. But the SFP into the value area low would be the last area that I'm looking for a long from, and before possibly look for long at that 87,300 level or 85K. We're really trying to hold the value area low of the smaller range. We're trying, but it's not looking too hot right now, guys. So, rising channel, liquidity building all through here. Sweep the liquidity into the value area low, come higher. That's the best level I'd be looking at. Now, we do have this naked daily point of control down here, but that's really all we've got down there. It is near our 886 level. So if we go from here to here, we turn on our 886. It's near our 886 level, but even if we hit that 886 level, guys, we're probably coming for this area here. So just be aware that this naked daily point of control is here. Now, it's only on Coinbase as well. We do not have a naked daily point of control on Bybit. So I would just be a little bit wary of this support here. Not all exchanges have this naked daily point of control. And I would think the better level to look for would be the SFP of these lows into our more macro daily range value area low around 92,800, 92,815. That's it, guys. Hope this helps. Yeah, it's looking like it's getting a little bit volatile here. There is a lot of panic on crypto right now and on Twitter or X about crypto right now. All right, have a good one, guys.